Hi, welcome to Talking Text. Our passage is 1 Peter chapter 5 and from verse 6. Humble yourselves therefore under God's mighty hand, so at the proper time he may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. Peter has just encouraged his believers to live a life of humility and remind them that God opposes the proud. And he says, let yourselves be humbled under God's mighty hand. Sometimes we can resist what God is doing because we don't like it or don't enjoy it. God always knows better than us. And so he says to these believers, just submit to God, give over to God, humble yourself under God's mighty hand, so that at the proper time he may exalt you. God knows the timings which are best for us, and it's a lack of trust in his goodness and his sovereignty when we try to take timings for ourselves, make the timings we think. Only God alone knows the proper timing for us. And so he says, let God be the orchestrator of the proper timings, and that he will exalt you in the proper time, casting all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. Casting all. Sometimes we can stress when things aren't as we think they should be, and often it's when we've not humbled ourselves because we're trying to control things in our own strength. And Peter encourages the believers to, rather than do that, than trying to control things, rather hand them over, cast them onto God. He says, cast all of your anxieties. I love that small little word, all. I want to encourage you, how many of your anxieties do you truly hand over to God? Peter asked them to do all of them. Sometimes we can hand a few over, but sort of cling on to the ones that we want to and never kind of release them. He says, cast all of them. I want to encourage you to do that. Every single anxiety. Cast all of your anxieties onto him, onto Jesus. Jesus is the one who is able to carry and to bear them. But more than that, he's able to, at the proper time, exalt you, at the proper time, rescue you in the right way, in the best way. And it says here, it's because he cares for you. He is the chief shepherd. He is the one who cares and loves and pastors and shepherds us ultimately. He says, you are cared for and loved by him. Do we truly believe that God will take care of us and love us and shepherd us? Sometimes that is the reason we refuse to release our cares, our anxieties, is because we don't believe that he will take care of us in his time. And so humble yourself under God's mighty hand. At the proper time, he will exalt you. Cast all of your anxieties on him because he cares for you. Thanks for letting the text talk.